What is the most boring hobby a person can have? Reading obituaries in order to cross out the names in the phone book. Envelope collecting. Not stamps, just blank envelopes. My dad likes to sit in the garage for hours on end in a lawn chair, drink beer and watch traffic go by. Boring as shit, but he's zen as flock. Sometimes I stare at my guinea pig and attempt to predict when she will yawn. Audiences are profoundly bored by this. I see you, Colin Robinson. Asterisk, not me looking through to see if my hobbies are mentioned. Asterisk. Having a hobby that you might think you like but you're only doing it to impress someone. Having no hobbies is the worst. Hobbies make people interesting. Fantasy curling. My parents both read the newspaper 4 to 5 hours a day. And then discuss the articles they've read with each other. They're very happy doing this, and I'm glad they have this common interest. But for me, phew, that'd be a tough one to get into. I collect mold, spores, and fungus. Calling the police repeatedly for no good reason. There is someone in the neighborhood who absolutely enjoys calling the police for no reason. One that doesn't make them happy. Would mine count? Fishing, but in Stardew Valley. That's how I unwind after work, and after my husband and son have gone to bed. You know, even collecting stamps can be interesting when somebody talks about it with passion. I'm pretty into lawn care, bores the flock out of people when I talk about it. But I love that shit. If you have a DHD, the one you just spent 6 months and a lot of money obsessing over, and have suddenly lost interest in. Spending your time on Reddit. To me, following constant fake drama involving celebrities, Kim K stuff and so on. It's not the hobby that's boring. Being rude on the internet. For some people, it's their whole damn personality. My uncle has a small fish tank in his basement and he just sits in a foldable chair and watches it. Partying. Like when the only topic you can talk about is how much someone drank and if they blacked out or threw up. Not having one. Obsessing over celebrities, like their life and their fashion. Having no interest in dressing fashionable, but trash talk, praise celebs for their choices. At that point it's not fashion being the hobby, but gossip and judging others. Reddit moderator. Saving things is kinda dull. If you don't even restore the items or do maintenance on them, then what's the point? Social media. Maybe spending several hours on TikTok and having that like a lifestyle. That sounds so boring. My dad still keeps playing hide and seek and after 24 years of hiding it got kinda boring tbh. Watching golf. Model kits of planes and tanks. That you never build even once, or even display in their box. You just shove them in a closet. Dad. Naps. Dated a guy who listed napping as his #1 hobby. So, you're at your happiest when you're unconscious? My friend collects vintage vacuums and replaces the motors in them. Watching paint dry. Crypto.